I've been through counseling and counselors for as far back as I can remember. I was born with spina bifida. Peer-to-peer behavior and interaction, especially at that time, was really hard and really troubling at times. So it really broke my spirit in different ways, and finding an outlet was sometimes really challenging, and it took more than just my parents and more than just the community to I guess rally around me, so to speak. And seeking the proper help within schools from school counselors was really critical and essential to my health and well-being from a mental health standpoint.
So originally I went because we started doing it like as a group, and by doing that, we realized that everybody really needed it. We were all going through different things individually, and doing it as a group was really great because it unified our group of people more and allowed us to see each other more as people and be more supportive of each other, and realize also that we weren't isolated and alone in these feelings. And so then after that, I started to see Brian individually. Like, something was a little bit off in me. Like, I was functional and I could keep going and get through school and do all the things, but like there was something missing, and I was just starting to feel a little detached. And like, there's no harm in just trying it for the first time, and you will get as much out of things as you put into it. So if you just go in and give it a whirl and be open and have a conversation with somebody, that's all you're doing. It's not a scary thing. You're just having a conversation. And I just knew that like I was like on the borderline of potentially becoming not as functional as I needed to be, like becoming a little bit depressed or not being able to keep up with my assignments and things like that. Like, I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed. And so I just think that it could be beneficial to anybody. And it's just to have a conversation with somebody that's not going to judge you, right? Doesn't really know anything about you, isn't intimately connected within your life. So you can have those conversations and see areas where you can make like positive changes.
We all know that talking to people in general, whether it's a friend, parent, another family member, can be an incredible thing because you get their opinion and their perspective on a particular situation that you might be dealing with. When I go to counseling, I feel like what you're looking for is a listening ear, and more so a perspective on what you may feel is not quite right, or you just don't know how to interpret. And seeking professional help from someone who is, say, educated or certified or has the proper degree, makes you feel like, they can at least bring something to the table or perspective that may help you in some way, shape, or form. And you never know, what's going to work for you, or how someone's words may affect you and may help you become a better person or become just more clear-headed in dealing with your day-to-day challenges in the mind.
Brian and his team would come by and just kind of check in. So they do like some activities where you can talk about some stuff and get some coping strategies. It's so easy to think about, I have so many assignments, I'm super overwhelmed, there's no way I can get this all done. And he was like, what can you control? What are the things that refill your cup? Like, when you are feeling empty and you can't go on, like, what are those small things that can rebuild you? You thought you were the only one that was drowning, but like, everybody is just as overwhelmed. Like, we're like doing all these things and getting through it, and you can get so busy where you lose track of people. And these people are so important. They're the people that got me through this program. And so he helped facilitate like building really important relationships with people. But he like got us to a deeper level where it's like we really know each other, we've developed this family. And by doing that like as a group of people, it made me like less scared to go do that by myself individually. Sometimes the win is when somebody else notices it for you. Like, people might subtly say like, hey, are you doing okay? Like, I noticed that you're a little off, or you don't seem as happy. So Other people can notice that. If you're aware of yourself, you can notice it in yourself. So for me, like, I just noticed it in myself that I wasn't as happy as I could be. I wasn't as functional as I could be. And so that was my win. And I knew I wanted to start early, because going all the way to the point where I had difficulties like functioning and different things like that, like becoming really depressed, that's harder to pull yourself out of. And I don't know like how I would have made it through my semester without like having somebody to talk to.
I think for everybody, it may be a little bit different. Each individual has to look at themselves, and take a breath and really look deep inside and say, should I seek help? Do I need to seek help? And I think one of the most important things that people can think about and really be honest with themselves about more than anything else is, don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait till you feel like there is no chance of help. Because here on Kauai especially, we deal with suicide a lot. And it's a lot more than I think our community may realize at times. And that's just an opinion, obviously. But with that said, don't wait till there's time, for you to panic. Get the help, reach out for help. We all need help in different ways. People don't want to reach out. There's a stigma around, people reaching out for help with mental health. And it really shouldn't be the case. There are resources for students here at Kauai Community College that are incredible. And taking advantage of them is really important. And it doesn't even have to be that you wait till, things get a little stressful. If you just start to have challenges, whatever they may be, it always can help to talk to somebody about it. And I think that would be the right time for people to seek out that help, is when they're feeling just slightly off kilter maybe.
Having that person that's actually specialized in that, they can give you such a better perspective of things. And the services are free over here. So it's just like, why not? You're going to have to pay for this other places. And I'm really frugal. So like money does play a factor into things. So why not utilize these services?
It's important to realize that above all, counseling is for everybody. It doesn't matter where you come from, who you are, what you have, what you don't have. There is counseling available for everybody from all walks of life. And I think everybody from all walks of life can benefit from having the mental health resources available to them.
I think everybody can benefit from counseling, even if they didn't know that they could benefit from counseling. The counselor could recognize things that I wasn't even seeing myself. And so I got stuff out of it that I didn't even know that I was going to get out of it. How do we remove the stigma with mental health in general? And that's having conversations about it more. Somebody that's like, hey, I need some help. Like, I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling depressed, or you have like a more serious mental health condition. And a lot of times we can just fix that with counseling or with some medications and just fix that like chemical imbalance. And so I think I just want people to be less scared to go and talk to somebody